Falcon fever is in the air. A lot of people still mad about that draft pick, but it is what it is. Let me go ahead and turn this down. This your boy Savar Matner. It's Monday. Deloading's over. On my way to the gym. Start my four-day training. Upper lower. We're doing a 4-day, 3-day type training block for the next 5 to 6 weeks, and then of course head to Texas for the summer Father's Day weekend. So today is upper body, and I wanted to give you guys a video about that. So I'm currently heading to the gym, and I'm gonna pick it up there. But of course, I'm in the 5-0 and give you guys a quick little, it's probably a 3rd gear pull. I know you guys love this. Trust control is on. Look at this goddamn Camry over here. I might see if I get down to second. Let's see. Blar, she goes. There she goes. Pump gas, making 600 horsepower. Can't wait for the dyno next month. It's gonna be awesome. Like I say, full exhaust too. Aftermarket, but full exhaust. Axle back's the only thing stuck on my exhaust right now. But anyway, enough about the car. I have videos coming with this. The weather's gonna get a lot nicer. It's gonna warm up a little bit, but I found a good little road way out in the boonies. So I'm gonna be doing a couple of pulls out there in the very near future. It's gonna be hard. I'm trying to get me a GoPro to mount on the wheel so you guys can see the speedometer and everything. But once again, I have to baby first and second, because the way this car torques over, it will lock me out at high RPM at first. So you might notice a little hesitation there. That's why I'm gonna be changing clutches. That's that flywheel issue with the McLaren RXT, with this being a stock transmission. That's just the way this thing is. So is this Camry trying to keep up? Holy fucking, whatever. I'm not doing a thing. I need my gas. But so I'm gonna do that in the near future. But first, let's get to the gym. Let's get this upper body only in, and we're gonna have a good time. So this is upper body day only. Tomorrow's lower body only. Wednesday's off. Another upper body day, lower body day. I'm bringing you all of that footage from the gym. Compound lifts are next week. That's why I'm doing 4-3-4-3. So next week I'm going to 225 bench again. Probably keep the deadlift about the same, but I'm gonna see, can I do at least about 235, 240 for some squat reps, because once I put that much weight in my back. Just did 225 for 3 reps. So I'm gonna go up a little bit to a weight that's a little bit more challenging and see if I can squat that 3 to 5 times, and just kind of gauge my progress. But other than that, let's get to this motherfucking gym, shall we? All right. Shout out to my cousin, Lucia Davis. She was here last week, but this was the week before. Actually, yeah, 2 weeks. Damn, time flies. So she went home last week, Monday, back to Texas. But Sunday? Or was it Monday? No, Sunday. But I went to the gym the Friday before and pulled 300, hook gripped it, and it moved pretty damn easily. So I am proud of myself. And once again, we bagged that back. That's my cousin, Courtesy Lucia Davis. Bag it back a little bit. I actually did 315 that day, but she didn't upload that to her story. But the reason why I want to rewind this back, because I want to show you guys. Let me see. Here we go. My form is on point. The only thing that I didn't do right, I should have wore my low bottoms, my low sole, not low bottoms, the low sole shoes, right? The Jordans have a thick sole. And then you have like Chuck Taylor, they have like a thin sole, like a hardly no sole at all, but it's very thin, so you're getting close to the bottom. They're like low top. What's the term I'm looking for? Like, there's a particular term, but you got your high top shoes, low top. Yeah, low top. Yeah, they're very well. The high top shoes is the tongue of the shoe, but the sole is like a thin sole. It's like a Chuck Taylor. So I have like Nikes. They are very thin. I had them on today. You'll see in the video, I think. But when I did the deadlift, I was very surprised that it moved that easy. So strength is going back up. I did 315 like I said, she recorded, but she didn't upload to her store. I'm gonna see if she can send it to me, so I can add it to my progress again. For I did 5 by 3 reps. I did 5 sets, 3 reps, and it moved really good. Just like I said, this was 2 weeks ago on the Friday. We've actually been about 10 days now. It was not last Friday, the Friday before last. So I was very surprised, very good. Notice how I got neutral spine awareness, and you know, just tucking the slack out of the bar, and then it's gonna come up. It's gonna drag along my shins. You'll see the shin scars here in this video today. Actually, if you deadlifting, the bar needs to travel up your leg pretty much. So you gotta be close. And the pull was good. I set back, loaded my hamstring, loaded my glutes, loaded my back real good, loaded my lats, everything that came in play with this move. Deadlift is a full body workout, of course, and it came straight up the leg, straight up, locked out, no problem. 300 pounds, felt really good. Now, today I started off with, and it's upper body only, and you can see the deadlift scars right there. Upper body only. I mainly work with the hammer strength machines. Normally, you guys see me doing cable workout, dumbbell workout, stuff like that when I'm inside the gym. But today, I want to test my stabilizer muscles as well as the main muscle group that I'm targeting in the upper body by using the hammer strength machines. They're pretty much dumbbells, but without the resistance of a cable. Not saying the machine itself doesn't have resistance because it's a machine. So by design, since the machine already has weight to it, when you add weight to a weighted machine like that, you're adding a different level of resistance versus a barbell. Now, I did decline today as well as a flat parallel bench, right? Just a flat lateral bench. When I go back on Thursday, because that's my next upper body day, I plan on doing mainly upper body movements. Now, believe it or not, the decline bench does target the upper pectoral muscles, right? Around the clavicular head. When you do it right, in my case, seats high, my shoulders are down, elbows are parallel to the ground, the whole chest itself is getting activation. And since I'm pushing out and down, it's actually taking the fibers and running with the fibers up here. Now, it's not going to have the same growth potential as, say, doing a straight incline and putting the weight more up top, more emphasis up top, but it can hit that fiber in a different way to where it can force some type of growth. So, but I like the decline because it gives that nice round bottom shelf of a chest. So that's why you want to do it. But don't get it twisted. Doing a flat bench, like a neutral flat bench, or like you see me do in a minute, a lateral chest press machine works the whole pec. It's just by the way you move your arms, the way you have the angle of your shoulders. That dictates exactly what part of the chest you're going to hit the most. So the decline is working this, but it's also working some of the middle and upper part of the chest. So you'll see my pecs, they're contracting right there. And I'm controlling the eccentric down. This is just 90 pounds. I think the machine without weight, I think it's like 10 pounds. The handles, I think. Don't quote me on that. But got about 90 pounds weight on each side. So that's 180 pounds of total resistance right there. Easy work, nice and slow. Just put my mind to the muscle. And there's a reason why I'm looking off to my right. More about that in a second. So I added 10 pounds each side, so that's 20 more pounds. So it's 100 per side. And it's a challenge because your feet on the decline bench, you're not touching the ground. So it's all chest. Now, I'm not leaning all the way back because I wanted to make sure my pec was contracting a lot more, that I wasn't using too many other muscles. Eventually, you're going to see me lean back. But there's a reason why you see me lean off to the right. I'm going to explain that in a second. This is my second set. I did 3 sets with this. 100 pounds. Really putting my mind into my chest, taking my time. Once again, I'm looking at the right for a particular reason. I'm going to explain that here in a second. But the chest is really getting a workout. And I'm trying to squeeze everything out of that chest. So here's why I'm looking off to the side. Let me explain something. When I was looking, because earlier the dude had 185 on there. He could barely get it. I don't think he touched his chest. That's why I started looking. The guy behind that spotted him, of course they're recording the session. The guy behind him that spotted him did the 185 for a few reps. So, and he's about 200 pounds, so he should be able to do it. Now, this guy has a well-built physique for the most part, but I don't think he understands that just having muscle don't mean that you're going to have a lot of strength. There is a trade-off with strength and muscle. If you're just training to build muscle, you will get some strength gains, but only to a certain extent. If you're training particularly for strength, you will see more strength gains and some muscle growth, but only to a certain extent. There is a fine trade. That's why if you're trying to build strength and muscle, you have to incorporate both of them. And the way you do that is you pick a weight, 8 to 12 reps. If you really want to get technical, somewhere between 6 and 12 reps. 6 would be more strength, 12 would be more hypertrophy work. If you can get in that sweet zone between 8 and 10 reps, you're building strength and muscle at the same time, right? The reason why that is you're using some type of weight that's moderate to at least heavy enough to challenge you, somewhere around 70 to no more than 75% of your 1 rep max, right? If you're trying to build straight strength, 80 to 85%, sets of 3 to 5 reps, that's strength training, 5 by 5, even 6 by 5, right? And maybe 1 or 2 drop sets to get some hypertrophy in there, but that's mainly strength training. That's going to build a foundation of strength. When you're muscle building, right, you're going to be working with, on average, somewhere between 60 and 70% of your 1 rep max. Somewhere I even go lower than that. I say 55 to about 65% of your 1 rep max. Reason being, you want to be able to move the weight volume wise. More volume, more time and attention with the muscle, you're going to build more muscle, but the strength won't be the same. So if you go somewhere in the middle and go between 70 and 80%, 75%, the gradual increase will be slow and steady for both. But once again, that's how you do it. In his case, I think he mainly been focused on building muscle and not so much strength. And it showed when he did the 185. He basically came down, didn't touch his chest. He went back up, came down, tried to touch his chest, and he couldn't get it. He went back up. Bro, stop right there. Well, this dude added addition. He couldn't even get 205. So now there's a half a plate on there. So now it's like 210 pounds. The guy behind him got it for like 2 reps. He's going to try to lift it again. And this is something that you just don't do in the gym. So don't make this mistake. This is the easiest way to severely injure yourself.
It's either trying to lift 205.
He got nice lat development. That tells me he does a lot of pull-ups and a lot of lat work, a lot of back work.
You're not going to be able to get that.
The lats does support you in the bench press, though. You're pressing off your upper back. That's what you're pressing off of. So the bigger those muscles are, the more stable you're going to be on the bench. If you just keep your feet on the ground, make it a closed chain exercise, because you're pressing through your feet as you lock yourself in the bench. The drive starts at the feet and you're pressing up. So it's all about drive. There's a lot that goes to bench pressing. The heavier the weight, you got to have more leg drive to push the weight. The lighter the weight, not so much leg drive. So
You're being fucking stupid. He couldn't get 185.
I mean, right now, just that grip alone, like this here, that the bar is just asking to slide your hand. You should have hooked it like this here. Okay, that's tip number 1. Okay,
Don't be this guy. Don't be that guy.
I mean, right there, he should have known he couldn't get it. By when he picked that weight up off the rack, he knew then he couldn't get it, but he wanted to try anyway, and there's a reason behind that in a second too. I'm gonna show you.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be this guy. That's just stupid.
Guy in the black,
and trust me, he gonna try it again with more weights.
Don't be that guy.
So anyway, I'm still looking at the idiot over here, and I'm just saying that's just stupid as fuck. That's why I'm basically saying stupid motherfucker. That's it. So anyway, this is my last set right here up top. Nice and slow in the eccentric, being explosive in the concentric. Now I'm leaning back, really watching that chest fire, taking my time, controlling the weight. I'm not just letting the weight drop back. I'm easing it back, squeezing everything out that I can in there, right? Now, this guy, the guy that was spotting him, I had to mute it because of music, is 225 on the bar. His hook, well, his grip isn't the best neither. Now the female's over there. The female that literally walked behind me is over there. And they have kind of been watching that lady for the most part when they was lifting. So ego would tell you to lift heavy. Now, she's pretty strong because she was doing fucking lat pull downs with the cable. She had about 120 pounds and doing it with good form when I was doing my curls and stuff. So she knows what she's doing with the proper weight that she was using. This right here is just stupid. It's an injury waiting to happen. Don't go in the gym and ego lift. Don't be this guy. I couldn't believe it was happening right in front of me today at the gym. Literally, and I said a couple weeks ago, if I see stupid shit from now on in the gym, I'm going to record it. Because this is shit you don't do. If this is your way of trying to overload the nervous system, you know how you do that? You unrack the weight, hold it for a few minutes, and put it back. Same with squat. Unrack the weight from a squat, hold it, and sit it. Don't go through the movement. You just want to prime the nervous system. Same with deadlift. Deadlift's a little bit different, so I say maybe rack pull, something like that, just to hold it up to see what it feels like, right? But trying to actually lift a weight that you know you cannot lift, you're asking, straight up, asking for an injury. But this guy's going to get it, but it's going to be ugly as fuck because he barely got 215. That's why when I was doing my last set, he barely got 215 for a rep. So now I'm going to add 10 pounds. So, look. He had to come on his tippy toes, ass off the bench. What he has essentially did, someone that knows about neck injuries, I'm still dealing with vertigo and shit right now, but it's getting better. It's just taking long to heal, and I got dry therapy going on, dry needle therapy and stuff like that. Stretches I've been working on. You guys know I'm doing stretches now. I'm show you guys a stretch here in the upcoming videos what I've been working on to work these upper muscles that's been compressed due to a knot in my back. These muscles are staying tight, and you have a lot of sensory nerves that deals with your balance and stuff that run through your upper trap, as well as the nerves that run from your ear around your clavicular muscle, right? That runs to the back of your skull here, right? Not clavicular, the occipital bone. Your optic nerves and stuff run back to the occipital bone back here, and these traps attach here. When all this is tight, right, from injuries and shit like that, contracted muscles and injuries, these nerves get compressed. The nerves in your eyes back here, they get compressed. I have no damage to my optic nerve because the optic nerve get damaged from pressure from like high pressure in the eyes or severe damage to like a blow to the eye. It's rare that you have to do a lot of force to get it damaged from back here. But what normally happens is as these muscles get compressed from hearing and seeing, you can develop vertigo. And that's what's been going on with me because of the cervical spine and the way that this muscle back here is tight. But it's been healing, it's been recovering, and what he's doing right here, your feet is the foundation and a part of fundamentals of bench pressing. You never go on your tippy toes like this and shift weight evenly off your upper back, basically like this here. Look at that, to your neck, like this here. You're asking for a possible herniated disc or something in your fucking neck. Because you're trying to ego lift like this. And you're on your tippy toes. So you have no support of pressing. Now, he's going to get the lift. In the gym, this will count. In powerlifting, it wouldn't count. So, yes, in the gym, he got a 225 lift. But at what cost? His elbows are flared out now, widening what they need to be. I mean, a little bit of flare going up past the halfway point, sticking point is good. He's nowhere near the past his sticking point. So, you're putting unwanted load on the AC joint, your shoulder joint, because that's an internal rotated cuff at this point. It's not stable, right? When you press up, when you get past sticking point, you can flare out a little bit. That's normal. That's normal. But right there, that's a no-go. So just point it out, man. His form is fucked all up. But he got it up. I mean, he came way above the bench. Now the same idiot that couldn't get 210, couldn't get 205, couldn't get 185. Know what he does? Well, I'm going to try to get this too. Fuck it. I can't be outdone. Fuck it. Now, he's bigger than me. You guys seen video footage. I can do 225. It's called building a foundation for strength. I'm actually going back next week to hit 225 for the first time in like 8 months since I hurt myself. So, I can't wait for that. I should be able to get it with ease. I'm hoping to try to go for 3 reps. Fingers crossed. But this is stupid. If you couldn't get 185, what make you think you're going to get additional fucking, let me add basic math here, 60 fucking pounds damn near, 85, well 40 pounds damn near. What make you think that? You jumped up 40 pounds from 185 to 225. Yeah, I'm making sure. Yeah, that's just fucking stupid. I got to do basic math, guys. Yeah, the one that 40 pounds. You jumped up 40 pounds. That's stupid. So, just saying. Pay attention. Watch. He's going to go down. The female not paying no mind. I mean, look, bro, look. And you keep it, and I'm laughing at his ass. You're keeping unwanted tension on your muscles. You know what can happen, right? Being at an angle for that long, that type of weight, especially if the muscle's not used to being loaded like that, you're asking for a pec tear. Because you're putting your ligaments and joints in an area where they're not comfortable being there for long periods of time with weight that they're not properly trained to handle. So when a ligament and or a tendon gives from the insertion point from where your pec meets right here at the base of your fucking front delt, when this tendon goes here, guess what happens to this muscle here? Or it can come out the way. It can tear from your sternum and then go this way. So why put yourself in a situation like that? Just saying. That's stupid. Don't be that guy. So I did a drop set. Weight's gonna be very light, but I'm just trying to wear out the muscle now. Just basically trying to beat it up. Like, you know what? I did my top set. Now I want to get more volume in. And look how those pecs are just contracting the eccentric. I'm slowing down the eccentric. It's lighter weight. No, I'm just not letting it come down. I'm controlling it up and down. Time and attention. All that plays a factor into overloading. Now I'm going to do one arm at a time. I'm basically giving my right hand some work. The reason I'm giving my right hand some work is right chest pec some work, not hands, because this pec is little undeveloped. Then I went to the lateral press, chest press machine, and this has a lot of resistance to it. Notice the seat, it's leaning forward. The reason why it's forward is putting more emphasis on the upper chest, and I'm getting a deeper stretch on the way back. And so I'm doing closed grip at the moment. That was tricep dominant. Now I went wider to make it more chest dominant. But notice the angle of my arms. It's not here with a over exaggerated flare. It's down here. I'm keeping tension on the muscle. You raise it up here, you really can't contract the muscle. When you bring it down, you get more contraction. Now I start reverse order, adding more weight. Now I just want to get the chest prime, so I'm doing the chest press with the wide handles. Now I'm going to come in to overload and add more tricep to push it. Tricep, you can probably see, is a little juicy in this particular point of view, because triceps is one of the main dominant muscles that you're using when you're doing any type of press work. You're pushing. Tricep is a pushing muscle. So triceps are getting work, but I'm going to work the triceps individually on Thursday. Today, the exercises that I did not do, I'm doing them on Thursday. So you're going to see some exercise like, well, he ain't trains triceps, but he trains biceps. He ain't do this, he ain't do this. I'm saving that for Thursday because I have another upper body day on Thursday. So anyway, taking my time, really trying to squeeze out every little thing I can out of my chest. The chest at this point is pretty much fried. Now, to warm my back up, I did a pull over. So this is like a lat pull over. It's kind of like doing the dumbbell pull over, where the dumbbell's back, or you're on the bench and you're putting it over. Same principle. But believe it or not, since, and I'm going to pause this, since you're working your back, right? The muscles directly in front of your upper back muscles is your chest, okay? Now, your back muscles in this situation, in this particular case with the weight, is known as your agonist muscle. Kind of like a protagonist in anime. Your agonist muscles is the main muscles you are targeting in any movements. So if I'm doing a bicep curl, the bicep will be the agonist muscle. But the opposite of that will be the antagonist muscle. That will be the tricep. The antagonist muscles are responsible for stabilizing the agonist muscle, right? They also get indirect work. They also help when you contract this muscle, believe it or not, at this point, this is a contraction. This muscle here is relaxed. But when I contract this muscle on the eccentric, now this muscle is contract, this muscle is relaxed on the eccentric. That's why they go hand in hand. They're synergistic muscles. Now, the chest in this case, when I bring the weight down, the chest in this case on the down, believe it or not, is contracted. Okay? Right? Well, not contracted. They're eccentric. The muscles in the back contracted because the weight's down. These muscles are contracted. When I bring the weight back up, okay, these muscles here, they somewhat contract but not like a contraction where if the weight was right in front. But I'm coming up, so they have to contract on the way up as these muscles are getting the eccentric load at that time. It's a trade-off there. The point I'm trying to say is the chest is getting indirect work on this exercise, even though it's primarily a back mover. It's working the lats, the upper back. It's warming the back up. Well, in my case, I'm warming my back up for the back movements I'm about to get ready to do. So if you do certain exercises and you might feel aches and pains somewhere else, it's only because of the synergistic way the muscles work. It's kind of like doing a squat. When you squat, the primary mover in the squat, the muscle you're trying to target is your quads. However, though, it's a hip hinge. So whenever you squat, there's a point from the time, I'm going to see if you guys can see me. I'm going to make my screen big. See if you guys can see me. Make myself big, okay? There's a fine trade. Okay, I'm going to do a hip hinge here. I'm sliding my shot away in my office, okay? So there's a fine trade here. When I break here and go from here, let me see if I get a little bit. Let me move my camera and show you there's a trade there. So when I hip hinge from here, now my hamstrings are active, glutes are active, to about here, no lower than that, the hamstrings and glutes are stabilizing. The quads at this point is relaxed, right? The hamstrings and glutes are holding most of the load, okay? So those muscles are getting some type of work. Then when you stand back up, the hamstrings and glutes relax and the quads are contracting. So you may build some nice juicy fucking hamstrings, right, when you squat versus doing an actual hamstring curl or a lying hamstring curl or standing hamstring curl, basically because of the way that energistic and antagonist muscles, well, agonist and antagonist muscles work. So that's why when people say, man, my hamstrings and glutes are sore from the squat, there is a certain area in that squat where the hamstrings and glutes are controlling more of the load. When you go way south of parallel, like ass to grass, then the hamstrings retract a little bit, so you don't feel that tension no more. That's that stretch reflex. Then they reactivate when you get out of the hole and come back up to a certain level, and then the quads will take over at the top. Now, I'm not saying the quads doesn't work throughout the whole movement, but there's a fine line there. When you get down the hole, the quads are pretty much at that point eccentric, right? They're in the eccentric phase, and whereas the hamstrings and the glutes are more in the I had it back. They're more in the contracted phase at that particular moment because you're in the bottom of the hole. So those muscles are kind of contracted right now. Then when you stand back up, they stretch back out. Then the quads are contracted. Let me fix myself on that because I just thought about that. Yeah, when I'm in the hole, the hamstrings and glutes are in the contracted phase, and then when you stand back up, they stretch out. The quads, think about it, they contract when you're standing up out of the hole. So that's how that works. Agonist muscles and antagonist muscles. Now let me go back to the video here and keep going. So like I said, right here, basically warming up the back, nothing crazy. The weight's very light. And now on this particular movement here, I have just one plate on each side, right? I'm going to add a 25-pound plate, but of course, you can't see the 25-pound plate because the 45-pound plates is going to keep that out of your line of sight pretty much. So got that out the way, warmed up pretty good. And then I'm going to do another set here. Same thing, nice and slow and controlled. Basically putting my mind and my back muscles, keeping it time on attention. You know, I'm not letting the weight just go back. I'm controlling the weight all the way down, bringing it back up. And the reason why you do that is it's a lightweight that I can work with, and I'm mainly building my foundation for strength. And they'll go the shoes I'm talking about. The low sole. So you can see the sole is not as thick as the Jordans are. They're flat shoes. Watch, yeah, flat sole shoes. Jordans have ridges and other things. Jordan's more like a jumping shoe. Those are flat sole shoes. What I was trying to say, not high top, flat soles. So, of course, baby, it's about Falcons, red and black. Now, switch machines here. Went to the lat pull down. warming up, just one plate on each side. You can see my lats, my baby lats, right? They're getting a nice stretch. And notice I'm being explosive on the concentric phase, the contraction part, letting the weight ease down the eccentric part. I'm controlling the drop of the weight. I'm controlling the whole movement of the weight. I'm not just letting the weight control me. I'm controlling the weight. This is how you build muscle. You have to control the weight. Okay? Control the weight. Don't let the weight control you. All right? Now, I actually zoomed up a little bit so you can get a better look at my lats. You can probably see the lat muscle if you look up in here. Well, the lat attached right here underneath the armpit and come down. You can see that little muscle right there. Those are the lats. A lot of people know what lats are. They're getting a nice workout. Right now, the eccentric, that's a contraction. So here, they're extended out, right? The eccentric. When you bring them in, they contract. So if you want to get good doing pull-ups, right, and stuff like that, and having a good bench, stabilizing muscles, a good deadlift, even overhead pressing, you have to build your latissimus dorsi muscles up. And pretty much, they're that part when you flex like this here, you get that nice symmetry, right? But they're attached to your overall trapezius muscles, the big fan muscle that pretty much extends from here, right, from your occipital bone, from here down to about right here. That's your trap. Anywhere in your trap you have a problem, you're going to have problems elsewhere. So in the middle part of your back, that trap get too tight, you may find that you're having problems down in your legs and shit. Or you can't turn your torso, shit like that, because thoracic muscles in the mid part of the back, cross lumbar, trapezius muscles, the nerves, like say some nerves down in the lower part of your T-spine, the middle part, they cross some lumbar nerves. So when muscles get trapped in certain areas like that, you can have problems elsewhere. That's why you want to make sure to stretch after you get done working out. And if you have knots and stuff, right, go get them removed by either therapy or have a machine that deals with, like, I can't think of the name, that, what you call it, like the body massage machine that I got one. I can't think of the name of it. When you put in your skin, it massages the skin, right? Like the athletes use. I can't even think of the proper name of the machine, but the massage gun, whatever, to try to beat that knot out. Now, in my case, I have torn muscles, so they're going to have to pretty much do dry therapy and kind of get that muscle back over, and hopefully they ain't got surgery repaired. I doubt it because the strength is coming back. I'm just having the weaknesses from it. Anyway, there was a drop set. Going nice and slow, one arm at a time. Putting my mind to the muscle once again. I'm controlling the tempo, the time of attention, and all that good stuff there to really tax the muscle. Like, guys, I feel real good. This is all training fasted, by the way. Now I want to do some lower lateral rows, right? So that's targeting the lower part of the lat that a lot of people don't target. If you want that nice fan shape, you got to build a whole lat, and you'll find that when you do that, you can't go as heavy as you could when you do just regular like lat rows. Why? Because if you hardly got no muscle down to begin with, you can't go that heavy down there. So basically now I have additional 10.5 pound plate on the 45s. I'm controlling the time and the tempo. Now, the guy behind me, I told this guy a while back about benching, the old dude behind me. He swore up and down he has no shoulder issue, no tricep issue, and no elbow issue, the elbow joint, right? Because think about it. Tricep attached from here, go all the way back up, right, to the back side of your rear delt here, right? And your delts and all that attached to your shoulder joint, right, the AC joint. And then you have your elbow joint that's meant for flexion and shit, right? So when you do a bench, these two joints are stabilizer joints, right? The tricep is the main muscle on the arm that's pushing the weight. The only thing your bicep is doing is acting like a stabilizer, right? Your front delt's working, your chest working. So if you have no problem with your shoulders or your elbows, your tricep don't have a tear, nothing like that, you should be able to bring that weight out and come down and touch your chest, right? Basically, somewhere around your nipple line, either slightly below or right above it, just a little bit. Impress. This guy has no issues, but the weight might be too heavy. And I have told him before, if the weight's too heavy for you, that's mainly 65 pounds. You got 2 10s on a 45 pound plate. Go get some dumbbells. Start learning how to bench properly. But he's ego lifting too with very lightweight. He swears mobility's fine. I didn't say nothing to him today. I left him alone because I was busy getting my exercise in, but that's what he's doing behind me as well. So you full range of motion if you can. If you can't, do what you can to your ability, but if you can't bench at all, use dumbbells, use certain machines. Learn how to do the movements right. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. So notice, for me, I got my chest off the pad, my upper back at an angle. Why is that? Because I want to really get a full contraction of the weight on the way back. Elbows behind me. And I'm controlling the eccentric and the concentric. I'm keeping the weight at a certain tempo pretty much. I'm not letting the weight control me. Once again, get back nice and slow. Boom. The eccentric, I'm slowing it down. The contraction, I'm being as hard as I can with it. And the reason being, I'm trying to work the muscle. The weight's pretty light, but it's still heavy enough to tie up my lats. And I'm going to do one arm here in a second, both sides, to really to squeeze out all that I can. Boom. See right there? You can probably say it not up here in the back of my goddamn shoulder. That's because of how this muscle is back here, how it's kind of wonky. So I got knots that need to be worked out. It doesn't hurt till you kind of just start to apply pressure, but that's because of those pressure points. And I'm going to do one more. You know, I'm trying to just beat myself up a little bit. Do one more here. Boom. Nice and slow. I'm controlling the weight. The weight's not controlling me. That's how you build your foundation, guys. That's how you do it right there. Right? I get done with that. Now I'm going to just fry myself in the machine. I'm basically just going to fry myself. And I'm going to have to make some adjustments in the machine. I didn't think to check. Always check your equipment. Me, setting up camera, trying not to get in people's way. I didn't think about adjusting the handles themselves for the range of motion. Cause I wonder why the right side kept hitting first than the left. The guy before me didn't have the pins set evenly enough. So I was having an issue where the right side was making contact with the left side first. But basically I'm going to fry my chest. Getting a nice stretch of the fascia and all that, right? Sternum, stretching out the tendons and the muscle attachment points. That's going to cause the chest to grow. Fill up with blood. Do all that good stuff there. Stuff that people don't do. They just kind of, go through the motions, right? So I increased the weight. I went from 70 to 100. I'm getting down to about 130. I'm going to back off to 100. I'm going to keep going back and forth till I just can't go no more. So as you see now, I'm seeing, okay, something ain't right here. Let me check. The pins wasn't set right. Let me adjust the pins. Notice I got the C high. On all exercises, man, you want to keep your shoulders when you're working with chest at an angle like this here. You don't want them high. You want them sitting like that there. There's a reason why you want your shoulders sitting a little down, then up. Because if you have them up, you're going to put your shoulders in an area that you're not going to be comfortable with, okay? You're going to have some shoulder issues. So you always want to make sure if you're trying to change chest, bring your shoulders down. Bring them down. So once again, I'm adjusting the weight. This is pretty much a kill set. I'm just trying to kill the muscle. I'm basically just trying to wear it out to where it can't contract any fucking more. True failure. We call it contractual failure. When you can't contract a muscle no more, it pretty much can fail. So I'm going and going and going, just taking my time, really trying to fill the muscle up. The guy couldn't go no more. And I think I'm going to do one more set. I'm pretty much going to drop it all the way down to like 40 pounds. So like my chest is like, bro, you're killing me right now. You're killing me. So come on in. And time and attention. Tempo. I'm controlling all of that. The weight isn't. I'm controlling all of that. You guys have to train like that. You have to train very, 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 very smart. A lot of us don't train smart. We train dumb. And that's exactly why we get into these situations. Once again, I'm controlling everything. I'm not letting the weight control me. I'm controlling everything. Got done with that. Now, yeah, one more set. That's right. I went down. I tried to do one more time. So that's right. Got down. I forgot. Like I said, I'm basically trying to fry myself in this particular case. I'm really trying to fry myself. So, one more set here. And then it's going to be off to dips here in a second. That's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna do one more set. Is it one more that I'm doing? Yep, it's one more set. So, right here. Going on, going on, going on, going on, going on. had to text back real quick. All right, now I'm doing dips. So stabilizing muscles here plays a big part in dips. Okay, if you have weak stabilizer muscles, you're gonna find out real quick that you can't do this. Okay. However, I'm leaning forward because I'm trying to implement and I'm trying to put more emphasis on the upper pec as well as the chest as a whole. So the stabilizer muscles is your core, shoulders, tricep, bicep, wrist flexors, you name it. Those are all muscles that right now are trying to help me do what I'm trying to do. So I'm doing 3 sets of 5, nothing too crazy at all. Basically trying to wear out my chest. And this is the last chest movement that I did. So I'm going up. This time I had to stand because I was getting weak. So come down, up. I lean a little forward, try to empty the chest, down, up, up. I'm leaning forward. A lot of people prefer to do dips before they fry their chest. And this is the last exercise I caught on camera. But I want to do some curls, nothing too crazy. I did like 7 sets of curls. I did like a drop set, a kill set, but my camera, or my phone pretty much, my Galaxy S22, this fucker right here, was damn near dead. So what ended up happening was I wanted to get 1 set of me curling and doing some side lateral raises. And then that was it. I did like 6 more sets of this, but I ended up dropping the weights down to the 20-pound dumbbells. And then I also did like 4 sets of pressing around the world, right? Press up, shoulder press, and bring the weights in. And then when I got done with that, I went and did some setups. They have an ab machine where you can do setups with your body weight with the machine itself. So I did that, not crunches, actual setups. You put your feet on the fucking bar and do setups. The reason why I didn't want to take the camera over there besides it damn near dying on me was simply because there's a lot of people that goes over there. It'd be crowded over there. So I decided against that. Because a lot of people think that they train just their stomach, that they'll lose body fat, and that's not how that works. You got to be in a deficit, and fat leaves the body in certain areas, depending on where the body wants to take it from that day. But this is mainly it, and then that's it for this workout. So full disclosure, I was 100 this morning, and I've done 8 since then. I weighed in at 170 pounds, creatined up, full of fluid. This is how I looked 30 minutes after the workout when I got home today. Nothing too crazy. And then I even gave you some little leg action in there. A little leg action. But you can see the muscles are soft. And that's only because I depleted most of the glycogen stores in the muscles up top. So tomorrow's lower body day with a little bit of cardio. I'm not going to do no squatting. Like I said, I'm sitting there for next week. So I'm mainly going to be doing leg extensions and leg curls. I might implement some lunging in the gym if I can find it. It should be a spot I can do some lunges on. And then I'm going to do some cardio to end that exercise. And then Wednesday's an off day. After we cover around the house, got to do yard work, shit like that. Then it's back to the gym Thursday and Friday for another upper body day with back movements, as well as Friday another lower body day with cardio. And then I'm going to take Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off. I'm bench pressing Monday. Well, I'm bench pressing Wednesday. I'm squatting Thursday, and I'm deadlifting Friday. Now you may say, well, that's crazy. You're squatting before you're deadlifting. You might want to deadlift before you squat. I have my reasons why, and what I might ultimately do, depending on how I feel on Monday. I might decide to bench on Monday, squat on Tuesday, and take Wednesday and Thursday off and deadlift on Friday. Reason why I want to do it 3 days in a row is simply because I supposed to have a very important appointment on Monday, and then Tuesday I have another appointment that I'm hoping that I can get addressed with the VA on Tuesday. So if those appointments, if I can't give them the way that I want around the time that I'm trying to get, because it's pretty much labs and stuff like that they want me to come in and do. It's that time of the year I do my labs and stuff. If I can't get in around the time that I need to get in, they should be walk-ins, but you get there, I gotta take kids and stuff to school, so by the time I get there, it's gonna be 9 in the fucking morning. So depending on how busy it is, I may not get done till 11, 12 with labs, and then trying to go to a gym workout to rush a workout, I'm not gonna be able to do on Mondays and Tuesdays. So that's why I'm gonna be doing it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I already know if I squat, I'm not gonna go as heavy like for a 1 rep max. I'm saving that for the deadlift. Even now, I'm not 1 rep maxing on the deadlift. So it just depends on how everything works out. But other than that, guys, that was the upper body workout. Hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys tomorrow with the lower body. And until then, you guys stay safe. I am everyone. Peace.